Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. How are you? Hope you will be fine. I am Mrs. Madiha, Subject Specialist Chemistry at Dwindle Public School and College, Sahiwal. Students, you are learning chapter number 10, Acid, Bases and Salts. And our today's learning objective are short questions of exercise and long questions of exercise. At the end of the lecture, you will be able to solve short questions of exercise as well as the long questions of the exercise. So our today's topic is short questions of exercise and the long questions of exercise. Let's solve the short questions first. So first short question is, name 3 common household substances having pH value greater than 7, pH value less than 7 and pH value equal to 7. First of all, pH value greater than 7. Students, we have learned the topic of pH. You know what is pH, and the substances which have pH value greater than 7 will be basic. Dear students, आप अपने घर में कौन सी ऐसी बेसिक चीजें हैं जो कि आप इस्तेमाल करते हैं? आप सुबह उठते हैं, हैंड वॉश करते हैं. किस चीज से हैंड वॉश करते हैं? ऑफ कोर्स सोप से. सोप इज बेसिक. इसके अलावा हम अपने घरों में जो कपड़े धोते हैं वो किससे धोते हैं? डिटर्जेंट से. The detergent is also basic. और बाल किससे वॉश करते हैं? शैम्पू से. शैम्पू is also basic. So soap, detergent and shampoo, all these are the substances which have pH value greater than 7. The next one is pH value less than 7. आपने ऐसी 3 सब्सटेंसेस बताने हैं जो हम घर में यूज करते हैं जिनकी वैल्यू pH वैल्यू है less than 7 mean they are acidic. Let's see the substances. These are vinegar. Vinegar हम सब अपने घरों में इस्तेमाल करते हैं. Used for flavoring the food. Next one is the citrus fruit. Citrus fruit हम सब अपने घरों में इस्तेमाल करते हैं. For example, orange, lemon, all these are citrus fruit. And the next one is the butter. Butter mostly हम अपने यूज करते हैं ब्रेकफास्ट में. It also has pH value less than 7. The next one is pH value equal to 7, means the neutral substances. The most important neutral substance is water, जिसके बगैर हम रह नहीं सकते. Water has pH value equal to 7. Similarly, the salt, sodium chloride, table salt, जो हम अपने खानों में इस्तेमाल करते हैं. इसके अलावा sugar. All these 3 substances have pH value equal to 7. So, these were the sum of the whole household substances having pH value greater than 7, less than 7 and equal to 7. Let's see the next question. The next question is, define a base and explain that all alkalis are bases but all bases are not alkalis. First of all, let's define a base. A base is a substance which turns red litmus to blue and having pH value greater than 7. बेस एक ऐसी सब्सटेंस होती है जो कि रेड लिटमस पेपर को ब्लू कर देती है और इसकी pH वैल्यू क्या होगी? ग्रेटर देन 7. नाउ द वाटर सॉल्युबल बेस इज कॉल्ड अल्कली. अल्कली किसे कहेंगे? ऐसी बेस जो कि वाटर के अंदर सॉल्युबल होती है उसे हम अल्कली कहेंगे. लेकिन सारी की सारी बेसिस तो वाटर के अंदर सॉल्युबल नहीं होती. Only those bases which are soluble in water, these are called alkalis. So water soluble base is called alkali, but some bases are not soluble in water. So all alkalis are bases, but all bases are not alkalis. The next question is, define Bronsted-Lowry base and explain with an example that water is a Bronsted-Lowry base. Students, we have learned the concept of Bronsted-Lowry base, in which you learn the definition of Bronsted-Lowry base. According to this concept, A base is a substance that can accept a proton from another substance. बेस एक ऐसी सब्सटेंस है जो कि किसी दूसरी सब्सटेंस से प्रोटॉन एक्सेप्ट कर सकती है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, लेट्स टेक द एग्जाम्पल बिटवीन द एसिटिक एसिड एंड वाटर to form acetate ion and hydronium ion. Here acetic acid CH3COOH is an acid and water is a base. Water is a base because it accepts a proton from acetic acid. Water accepts a proton from acetic acid and convert into hydronium ion. So acetic acid donate a proton while water accept a proton. So if water accept a proton, it will be a base. So this is the example of Bronsted-Lowry base. Let's see the next question. Question number 4 is, how can you justify that Bronsted-Lowry concept of acid and base is applicable to non-aqueous solution? So Bronsted-Lowry concept of acid and base is it is applicable to non-aqueous solution. We have to justify this. First of all, let's see the definition of acid and base according to the Bronsted-Lowry concept. According to this concept, an acid is a substance, molecule or ion that can donate a proton to another substance. And base is a substance that can accept a proton from another substance. You have already learned the definition of acid and base. So the compound which have hydrogen ion also act as acids in addition to water. In Bronsted-Lowry concept, water की condition होना जरूरी नहीं है. कोई भी ऐसा substance जो कि proton donate करेगा that can act as an acid. For example, acetic acid CH3COOH, it act as an acid. Similarly, while the compound which have not hydroxyl ion also act as a base, for example ammonia. According to the Bronsted-Lowry concept, कोई भी ऐसा सब्सटेंस जो कि प्रोटॉन एक्सेप्ट कर सकता है that act as a base. इसके लिए वाटर की कंडीशन होना जरूरी नहीं है. सिर्फ कोई भी सब्सटेंस जो कि प्रोटॉन डोनेट करेगा that can act as an acid, and any substance that can accept a proton that can act as a base. So the Bronsted-Lowry concept of acid and bases is applicable to non-aqueous solutions. The next question is, which kind of bond is formed between Lewis acid and a base? See, a coordinate covalent bond is formed between Lewis acid and a base. Lewis acid और base के दरमियान में जो bond होते हैं वो होता है coordinate covalent bond. Let's see an example. For example, a reaction between ammonia and boron trifluoride takes place by forming a coordinate covalent bond between ammonia and boron trifluoride by donating an electron pair of ammonia and accepting that electron pair by boron trifluoride. This is the example between boron trifluoride and ammonia, in which the nitrogen of ammonia donate an electron pair and boron of boron trifluoride accept this electron pair and they form a coordinate covalent bond. So a coordinate covalent bond is formed between Lewis acid and a Lewis base. Let's see the next question. Why hydrogen ion act as a Lewis acid? We have already learned the definition of Lewis acid, and you know that the substance which accept a pair of electron can act as Lewis acid, and hydrogen has empty orbital and deficient of electrons, so that is why it can accept an electron pair. Hydrogen ion act as a Lewis acid because it has an empty orbital that can accommodate a pair of electron. Let's see the example. For example, a reaction between hydrogen ion and ammonia where hydrogen ion act as an acid. This is a reaction between the hydrogen ion and ammonia. The nitrogen of ammonia donate a pair of electron, and this hydrogen which is deficient of electron can accommodate or accept the electron pair. So this hydrogen ion accept the electron pair, so it act as a Lewis acid. Hydrogen ion accept electron pair and the coordinate covalent bond is formed as hydrogen ion accept the electron pair, so it act as a Lewis acid. Let's see the next question. Question number 7 is name 2 acids used in the manufacture of fertilizers. Fertilizers में हम कौन सी acids use करते हैं? Sulfuric acid and nitric acid. These 2 acids are used in the manufacture of fertilizers. Let's see the next question. Question number 8. Define pH. What is the pH of pure water? First of all, let's see the definition of pH. pH is the negative logarithm of molar concentration of hydrogen ion. pH is equal to negative logarithm of molar concentration of hydrogen ion. We have already learned the definition and the equation as well. And the pH of pure water is 7. Pure water की जो pH है वो कितनी होती है? 7. The next question number 9 is how many times a solution of pH 1 will be stronger than that of a solution of having pH 2. आपने बताना है कि ऐसा solution जिसकी pH 1 है वो कितना stronger होगा as compared to the solution of pH 2. Students, you know that pH scale is logarithm. So a solution of pH 1 has 10 times higher concentration than that of a solution of pH 2. The next question is define the following: normal salt and basic salt. Students, we have learned the type of different salt in which we learn about the normal salt and basic salt. Let's see the normal salt, which are also called as neutral salts. A salt formed by the total replacement of ionizable hydrogen ion of an acid by a positive metal ion or ammonium ion is called normal or neutral salt. And these salts are neutral to litmus. ऐसे सॉल्ट जिसमें टोटल रिप्लेसमेंट होता है आयोनाइजेबल हाइड्रोजन आयंस का बाय एन एसिड और मेटल पॉजिटिव आयन और अमोनियम आयन, उन्हें हम कहेंगे नॉर्मल सॉल्ट्स या न्यूट्रल सॉल्ट्स. We have learned the examples of neutral salts also. Hydrochloric acid react with potassium hydroxide to form potassium chloride and water. Here potassium react with chlorine to form potassium chloride and hydrogen with hydroxyl to form water. And you can see that there is total replacement of ionizable hydrogen ion of an acid by a positive metal ion or ammonium. The next one is sulfuric acid with zinc oxide to form zinc sulfate and water. There is also total replacement of ionizable hydrogen ion. The next one is with phosphoric acid and sodium hydroxide to form sodium phosphate and water. And the other is nitric acid with ammonium hydroxide to form ammonium nitrate and water. So these were the few examples of the formation of neutral salt in which there is total replacement of ionizable hydrogen ion of an acid. The next one is basic salts. Let's see how basic salts are formed. Basic salts are formed by the incomplete neutralization of a polyhydroxy base by an acid. When there is incomplete neutralization of a polyhydroxy base by an acid, then basic salts are formed. Let's see the example of formation of basic salts. Aluminium hydroxide react with hydrochloric acid, and when aluminium hydroxide react with hydrochloric acid, there is incomplete neutralization. You can see that there are 3 hydroxyl ion in aluminium hydroxide, and when aluminium dihydroxychloride is formed, then 2 hydroxyl ion you can observe here, and one of the hydroxyl ion react with this hydrogen to form water. Similarly, lead hydroxide react with acetic acid to form lead hydroxyacetate and water is formed. In lead hydroxyacetate, you can observe one of the hydroxyl ion is present here. So it means that there is incomplete neutralization of polyhydroxy base by an acid. Similarly, zinc hydroxide react with nitric acid to form zinc hydroxynitrate and water, and zinc hydroxynitrate is a basic salt because you can observe one of the hydroxyl ion is present here, and it is formed by the incomplete neutralization of polyhydroxy base by acid. So it was all about the basic salts. Let's see the next question. Question number 11 is sodium sulfate is a neutral salt while sodium hydrogen sulfate is an acidic salt. You have to justify that why sodium sulfate is neutral salt and sodium hydrogen sulfate is an acidic salt. Sodium sulfate is a neutral salt because in sodium sulfate there is total replacement of ionizable hydrogen ion. While in sodium hydrogen sulfate, the partial replacement of replaceable hydrogen ion of an acid takes place by a positive metal ion. And the second point is that it turns red litmus to blue. Let's see the example of formation of sodium sulfate. When sulfuric acid reacts with sodium hydroxide, then sodium sulfate and water is formed. Sodium reacts with sulfate to form sodium sulfate, while one of the hydrogen reacts with hydroxyl ion to form water. This is the formula of sodium sulfate, and you can observe that it is formed by the total replacement of ionizable hydrogen ion. So if there is total replacement of ionizable hydrogen ion, it means that it is a neutral salt. The next one is the formation of sodium hydrogen sulfate. When sulfuric acid reacts with sodium chloride, then there is partial replacement of replaceable hydrogen ion. Sodium hydrogen sulfate is formed with hydrochloric acid. So if there is partial replacement of replaceable hydrogen ion of an acid, then it means that the salt which is formed is acidic salt. So sodium sulfate is neutral salt because it was formed by total replacement of ionizable hydrogen ion, and sodium hydrogen sulfate is an acidic salt because it is formed by partial replacement of replaceable hydrogen ion, and sodium hydrogen sulfate turns red litmus to blue. If it turns red litmus to blue, it means that it is an acidic salt. It was all about question number 11. Let's see the next question. The next question is give a few characteristics, properties of salts. Students, we have learned the characteristics, properties of salts. Among them, one of them is that salts are ionic compound found in crystalline form, and the other is that they have high melting and boiling points. Salts ionic compounds हैं और crystalline form में पाए जाते हैं और उनके melting and boiling points high. Question number 13 is how are the soluble salts recovered from water? Students, we have learned the topic of preparation of salt. Among them, you learned the topic preparation of soluble salts. अब आपने ये बताना है कि soluble salts को हम water में से कैसे recover कर सकते हैं. So soluble salts are often prepared in water. Therefore, they are recovered by evaporation or crystallization. Evaporation या crystallization के process के जरिए से हम soluble salts को recover कर सकते हैं. The next question is how are the insoluble salts prepared? Insoluble salts को हम कैसे prepare कर सकते हैं? Students, we have learned that in this method, usually solution of soluble salts are mixed. During the reaction, exchange of ionic radical, that is metallic radical, exchange with acidic radical take place to produce two new salts. One of the salt is insoluble and the other is soluble. The insoluble salt precipitates या solidify in solution. During the preparation of insoluble salt, हम two soluble salts को mix करते हैं. जब हम two soluble salt को mix करते हैं, then the exchange of ionic radicals takes place and two salts are produced. One of the salt is insoluble and the other is soluble. Let's see the example. Between silver nitrate and sodium chloride to form silver chloride and sodium nitrate, silver chloride precipitate. This is the insoluble salt and sodium nitrate is the soluble salt. The other is the reaction between the sodium carbonate and copper sulfate to form copper carbonate and sodium sulfate. Copper carbonate is solidified, so it is an insoluble salt, and sodium sulfate is in aqueous form, that is the soluble salt. Question number 15 is why is a salt neutral? Explain with an example. We have learned the properties of salt, in which you learn that salt is neutral. Explain करना है कि एक salt neutral क्यों होता है. Salts are neutral compound because they have equal number of positive and negative charges. Salts neutral होते हैं क्योंकि उनमें जो positive और negative charges हैं वो equal होते हैं. The first one is the example between sodium chloride. Sodium carry +1 charge and chlorine carry -1 charge. You can observe that total positive and negative charges are equal. If the charges are equal, it indicates that the salts are neutral compound. Let's see the next example. The next example is between sodium and sulfate. In sodium sulfate, 2 sodium and 1 sulfate ions are present. Each sodium ion carry +1 charge and sulfate carry -2 charge. In sodium sulfate, 2 sodium ions are present. 2 sodium के ion present होते हैं and each ion carry +1 charge. So the 2 ions will carry overall. The 2 sodium ions will carry +2 charge and sulfate carry -2 charge. Overall charges will be equal. It means that this salt will be neutral. Let's see the next question. Name an acid used in the preservation of food. आपने एक ऐसा एसिड बताना है जो कि फूड प्रिजर्वेशन में यूज होता है. Yes, acetic acid. Acetic acid and benzoic acid, both of these are used in the food preservation. The next question is, name the acids present in. आपने बताना कि इन सब के अंदर कौन कौन से एसिड्स मौजूद होते हैं. First one is the vinegar and sting, citrus fruit and sour milk. First one is the vinegar. विनीगर में कौन सा एसिड होता है आपको पता है? कौन सा होता है? Yes, एसिटिक एसिड. Next one is the and sting. इसमें कौन सा एसिड होता है? फॉर्मिक एसिड. नेक्स्ट वन इज सिट्रस फ्रूट. आप सबको सिट्रस फ्रूट बहुत पसंद होंगे. सिट्रस फ्रूट में कौन सा एसिड होता है? सिट्रिक एसिड. बिल्कुल सिट्रिक एसिड मौजूद होता है. नेक्स्ट इज द सावर मिल्क. कौन सा इसमें एसिड मौजूद होता है? इसमें होता है लैक्टिक एसिड. बिल्कुल से. सो इट वाज क्वेश्चन नंबर 17. क्वेश्चन नंबर 18. How can you justify that lead hydroxynitrate is a basic salt? We have learned about the lead hydroxynitrate. Lead hydroxynitrate एक बेसिक सॉल्ट है. आपने इसको जस्टिफाई करना है कि ये क्यों एक बेसिक सॉल्ट है. Lead hydroxynitrate is a basic salt because it is formed by the incomplete neutralization of a polyhydroxy base by an acid. Lead hydroxynitrate जब बनता है क्योंकि इनकम्प्लीट न्यूट्रलाइजेशन की वजह से बनता है, इस वजह से ये एक बेसिक सॉल्ट है. When lead hydroxide react with nitric acid, then there is incomplete neutralization, lead hydroxynitrate. So because it is formed by incomplete neutralization of polyhydroxy base, so it is a basic salt. You can observe that one of the hydroxyl ion is still present in this salt. It is a replaceable hydrogen ion. So if there is a replaceable hydrogen ion present in a salt, means there is incomplete neutralization and it is a basic salt. If it further react with an acid, it will form neutral salt because it has one replaceable hydrogen ion. Let's see the equation. When lead hydroxynitrate further react with nitric acid, then lead react with nitrate to form lead nitrate and hydroxyl is replaced with hydrogen ion and water is formed. So you can observe that the hydroxyl ion has replaced and lead nitrate is formed. So if any salt has replaceable hydrogen ion and it is formed by incomplete neutralization of a polyhydroxy base by an acid, it is called basic salt. It was all about question number 18. Let's see question number 19. You are in a need of an acidic salt. How can you prepare? आपको एक acidic salt की जरूरत है. आप उसको कैसे prepare करेंगे? You have learned the types of salt, acidic salt, in which you learn that these salts are formed by partial replacement of a replaceable hydrogen ion by an acid by a positive metal ion. For example, reaction between sulfuric acid and potassium hydroxide. potassium react with HSO4 to form potassium hydrogen sulfate. In potassium hydrogen sulfate, you can observe one of the hydrogen is present here, means it is formed by the incomplete or partial replacement of replaceable hydrogen ion and water is formed. The next one is the phosphoric acid react with sodium hydroxide to form sodium hydrogen phosphate and water is formed. There is also 2 hydrogen present in this salt, so means these are formed by partial replacement of replaceable hydrogen ion. So if salts are formed by partial replacement of a replaceable hydrogen ion of an acid by a positive metal ion, these acids are called acidic acids. The next is which salt is used to prepare plaster of Paris. अगर आपने प्लास्टर ऑफ पेरिस बनाना है तो इसके लिए कौन से सॉल्ट की जरूरत है? कैल्शियम सल्फेट. बिल्कुल सही, आपको पता है कि कैल्शियम सल्फेट को हम यूज करते हैं प्लास्टर ऑफ पेरिस प्रिपेयर करने के लिए. कैल्शियम सल्फेट इज यूज टू प्रिपेयर प्लास्टर ऑफ पेरिस. It was all about the short question. Now let's discuss the extensive question. स्टूडेंट, आपकी एक्सरसाइज के जो फर्स्ट 8 क्वेश्चंस हैं वो ऐसे बुक में से ही हैं, टॉपिक से ही हैं. टॉपिक आप पहले से लर्न कर चुके हैं. लेट्स सी द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, दैट इज एक्सप्लेन व्हाई HCl formed only 1 series of salt, sulfuric acid formed 2 series of salt and phosphoric acid formed 3 series of salt. Give the equations. Let's discuss this question step by step. First one is HCl forms only 1 series of salt. HCl only 1 series of salt क्यों बनाता है? HCl form only 1 series of salt because it has only 1 ionizable hydrogen ion. When HCl dissociate, it produce 1 hydrogen ion and chloride ion. क्योंकि ये सिर्फ एक हाइड्रोजन आयन प्रोड्यूस करता है, that is why it forms only 1 series of salt. The next one is sulfuric acid H2SO4 forms 2 series of salt. Sulfuric acid forms 2 series of salt because sulfuric acid produces 2 hydrogen ions. Let's see how it produces 2 hydrogen ions. When sulfuric acid dissociate, the process of dissociation takes place in 2 steps. In the first step, one of the hydrogen is produced and hydrogen sulfate is formed. In the next step, hydrogen sulfate further dissociate to produce another hydrogen ion and sulfate is formed. So overall, 2 hydrogen are produced in 2 steps. That is why sulfuric acid form 2 series of salts. The next one is phosphoric acid form 3 series of salt. Phosphoric acid 3 series क्यों बनाता है salts की? Because phosphoric acid produces 3 hydrogen ion. 3 hydrogen ion produced in 3 steps. Phosphoric acid dissociate to form one of the hydrogen ion and form H2PO4 negative in the first step, and then in next step H2PO4 negative further dissociate to produce another hydrogen ion and it form hydrogen phosphate, and in the next step hydrogen phosphate further dissociate to form another hydrogen ion and phosphate ion is produced. So overall 3 hydrogen are produced. The next one is classify the following salts as soluble or insoluble salts. आपने बताना है कि जो salts बनते हैं ये soluble salts है और insoluble salts है. You have learned the topic of preparation of soluble salts and insoluble salts. So there are 10 salts which you have to tell that whether they are soluble or insoluble salt. Let's discuss one by one. First of all is sodium chloride. It is soluble. Silver nitrate. It is also soluble. Lead chloride. It is insoluble. Copper sulfate. It is soluble. Barium sulfate. Insoluble. जो heavy metals हैं उनके insoluble हैं. Ammonium chloride. It is soluble. Sodium carbonate. It is soluble. The next one is calcium carbonate. It is insoluble. Ferric chloride. This is soluble. And magnesium sulfate it is also soluble salt. So it was all about the salt which was soluble and insoluble. So this was all about the exercise of chapter number 10. Thanks a lot for watching and have a very good day.